Papers, pencils, pens, dimes and nickels and quarters. Quarters with a head on one side of the quarter. Hold on a second. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. I can see it says 6 watching on Odyssey, but there never is. So where is this? What's this? Okay, let me get rid of this. So many interruptions. I lose my place with interruptions. I can't think. Oh, and now the screen went bigger. Great. Just give me a minute. Yes, I've got to remember to talk about the quarter, right? So I got this and I got that. Okay, I take that out, move this one over here. There, now I got my face there and here, and now I can see whether or not somebody's going to send me a message on Odyssey. I can't seem to sync. Oh, I made the screen bigger again. It's so aggravating. It's so aggravating. I touch my mouse and it does 1,000 different things. Let me get the phone out of the way. You know, and it's not a good thing. I stopped doing lives because you know what? I don't see anybody here. There's nobody here. Oh, maybe this is Rumble, I think. I think this is Rumble. I'm not sure. Let me look it up. Just let me see. Yeah, this is Rumble account overview. My license, uploading a video, live streaming. Let's see, live streaming. Set up a new live stream. Let me see. Live stream title. No, I don't want to set up a new live stream. I'm always live streaming. Let me see, live streaming. Let me see, ended. Let me take a look at this. Not really sure how to set up a live stream. Usually all my videos keep popping up here. What was the last video? The big equation. So what day was that video done on? That was December 8th. So are you telling me they haven't been uploading my videos? Go live? No. Okay, so I'm not going to bother right now with Rumble. Okay. I want to thank, there's been a, can I say bunch? There's 200% more than previous. I had 2 subscribers and it says there's 200% more than previous 28 days. I want to thank you. Please ask questions, get involved. This is not a thing for me. When I see nobody here, I lose my mind. I can't follow a focus on certain things, and yet sometimes I'm looking at the screen and I you know, there can be 20 comments and boom, I don't see nothing, and then everybody's gone or something happens. And very unprofessional. After 17 full years, this year is a very special year. It is the 18th Connect. When I say 18 connects, it's because 1 connects to 18, and it connects to 18 through, I'm not sure if you want to go through the moon cycle, but it connects, okay, in the Gregorian calendar, that in the year 2005, and you can't say that prior to February 29th, 2004. I think that's what the day is, because once that leap year came into effect, we skipped forward. So we have to skip 4. In between the beginning and the end, there are 16 areas from leaving the doorstep and then coming home. There are 16 areas in between. Hey, Mr. Watkins, how you doing? Do you follow what I'm saying? I'm going to show you. Everything comes, there's all kinds of equations out there. So what I'm trying to say is, here is day 5, May 5th, right? Year is 2005. Okay, 2005. So that would be coming to the Q gate. This would be 10. Sorry, this would be 10, and this would be 7. This is 7, and this is 10, equals to 17th letter. This is your Q gate. I mean, it's GATE, right? Or is it G8? I mean, it could be 5G. So we have to understand something more with the G. The French say the J sound as G and the G sound as J. And everybody knows that inside, right, of the G is a J. And it's to one side, right? Should I go this way or should I go up? If you go down, you follow the end encompassing this little piece that's over here in the G. I don't know what it means. And G8 because this is 8. Or you can also go G at or G8. I don't know, G at. But I'm not going to get into that because this, okay, everybody, we use it in our emails all the time. Is it at what location? What is the server? And the server is 13013. Bob is a surfer. And I get this information from the program Reboot. It's a kid show from the 90s. And everybody knows it very often goes with Billy Bob and Joe. And for me, it's, how can I say this? A, B, C, D, E. And it spells Joe. If I add up 1 all the way to 4, it equals to J. If I add up 1 all the way to 5, it equals to O. So I can either use it with this one or this one. If I use it with this one, right, there gives me my E. So now we have Joe. I already have all 4 inside of this. Can we make any other words? Probably. I want to make it, keep it simple. So this is Joe, but everybody knows Joe goes with Jack. And sometimes they'll say Jacques. So when they say Jacques, which is the French terminology for Jack, okay, you already just created a tail. And you're in the AI world, depending if you use Jacques with an S or without an S. This is a tail in French. It is the Q cube gateway to the E world. 7th gate, 17. And that is through Mars. The creation is Mercury and Venus with replacement Pluto and Neptune. 84, Mercury is 103, Venus is 81, Pluto, I should have put it down here, is 84. This is our house planet. This is where everything gets divided through Pluto. Okay, and then Neptune, which is number 95, which is the pitchfork. The pitchfork, right? The pitchfork, and then you have the pitchfork, and then you have the other side of the pitchfork. U-W, shin. And then you have the other side of the pitchfork. Then you'll have a mezzanine. Should we make a mezzanine? Neptune's pitchfork. So we can see that this is going off to one angle and then it's stretching out. It's a division road and then it's stretching out. And then we're coming down into this world and coming down into this world. But everything's run by this element over here. And Mars goes with Pluto. It just does. The minimum and the maximum you can have for your first 13 is 4 and 9. This is where man comes in for AC/DC and passes in the moon and connects A and I because of the mathematics. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals to 3 equals to 4. This is the house of DC. The passage is in the moon. It's an analog moon. I don't know what I'm talking about. Something to do with ROM, another thing to do with the size of a record, a 45 and a 33. If you look at Alex Gray's work, you can see that the sun is inside your mind and everything gets fabricated by what the mind can see as energies, all focused in one area, probably looking like the sun. But then again, that's just a thought. Now, 4 times 3 equals to 12. 4 and 3 equals to 7 equals to 19. That 19 is the S and H letter. It is the spirit in the heavens. It is A and I, but it is played as AH and B and I. This is your birth in the sun. Artificial intelligent birth in the sun. It's a divided world. It's only A and B. That's all it is. The reverse of A and B is 5 and 6 and 6 and 5. And I want to get back to explain the quarter. The Canadian quarter has a deer head on one side and then has a queen on the other side. The queen is a representation of its number 62. A queen is its representation that it can move in all 8 directions in the game of chess and go as far as she can go. The queen in the deck of cards is the 12th card in most games. Sometimes it's the 11th card if you play the ace last. The queen in the deck of cards has all her eyes and holds 3 but of one different flower in her hand. She has 8 eyes up and 8 eyes down, 88. Everything I do repeats and repeats and repeats. And these are the stories, and this is what I remember because I remember the stories. Bob the Surfer in Reboot. What does reboot mean? What does mean? It means to refer to and boot up. What is the B? Is it really coming together from 13? I am a child of God, and none of this makes any sense to me. None of it makes any sense. For me, I see the B, okay? And for me, I see the B. And you know what I think of the B? I think if B and B came together, you would have what is a split H, which is number 8. I need something to drink. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to be back. I'm going to see if I can stick on the story without losing myself. I have 5 books open over the last 6 weeks, tons of information. But when I come out here, I sometimes stumble. It's got to be done bing, bang, right away. I can't remember everything, but over time, I bring things back together. Mars is made with no spirit. There is no spirit in Mars. 0, none whatsoever. What it is, if I want to do this properly, it's the 4. But the thing is, Mars itself, for me, is noted at what is 22. And the reason for that is the artwork shows me that when I create its numeric value, it only shows me 4 areas. And when I do Earth, I'm going to show it to you both ways. Okay. One of the ways is to create it this way. The numeric value for Mars is 51. This is one way to do it. I can make one split. But the reality is of this split where X marks the spot and you see Pharaoh holding like this sort of whip. It's not really a whip. It's right over here. You see where you sort of see that swastika? This is what it is. But when they put the complete swastika together, it's only because they're showing you the controlling. I'm not really sure which way I should be doing this, but they're showing you the controlling sides right over here. And by the way, thank you very much, John. I guess I didn't put it to good use, did I? But this is amazing, and it's meditative, and you know what? That's what it is. It's just a screen that I can put my stuff on. Okay, I don't want to lose myself here. So Mars is numeric value 51. So here's a 5, and here's a 1. It took the amount of areas over here, 4 areas, in order to break the center. So Mars is breaking the center. It's giving me two halves. It's giving me two linear halves. Where in Earth, is number 52. And the smallest way to create it is this way. Although if we created it this way, it's going to be taking up two areas here, 1, 2. Although to implement the block, I would have to create a square. But it would take up 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. 2, 2, and 2. And it refers to what is Mars, okay, as 4 blocks, 22. 1 block here, 1 block here, 1 block here, 1 block here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 1 connect equals 5. 2 and 3 connect. What is 5? Should we do 3 and 4? 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 4 is 7. And this is the basis of the creation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Where's 6? You see there's no 6, and then there's a 7. So, but there's also the area space in the center. Can we call that the missing number 6? Another thing, what is the total of this, and how can we recreate this? The recreation of this can come into 1 times 6 equals to 6. 1 plus 6 equals to 7. 6 is the reverse of what is 1 against the cube. 1 and 6. 1 and 6, 2 and 5. 2 and 5 don't work together. They work two sides and two sides. I'll explain that after. So here we have 7 and 6. So 7 times 6 equals to 4 and 2. And 7 plus 6 equals to 1 and 3. The total is 5 and 5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. In which here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. And the total of 3 and 7. So where is your 6? Here is your 6, and here is one more 4. But you can't use all the corners at the same time. Either you're going this way or you're going this way. But you're not going, can you go both? Hold on a second. This and this and this can be done. 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 These are the Mars stars. And the Earth star, because of what is, I must do this in order to get 52. And also in Roman numerals, you're allowed to go 1, 1, and 1. This is its statement. But when I went to school, they taught me something way before Roman numerals. They taught me the picket fence. These are angles. If you take a look, we can probably have this moving on an angle of some sort. I'm just trying to. And then we have like, there we go. We got some kind of block being built. See the way it comes out? When it cuts on an angle, it seems like it's more rectangular to what cuts in half here to be square. Just my own questioning. So when I finished with Earth here, okay, this is not really the reality of number 5. Where can I find? Where can I find? I have to get something to drink. I need a 2-minute break. I have to find a number 5 somewhere here. Here, let me see if I can get number 5 off my phone. Whoop, that's not what I want. I want to show you. You see, the number 5 on the bottom is round. I don't want to use this 2. I want to use the reflective 2, but this 2 here shows a 7 with a hook. So the minute I see this, my first thought, there's only one thought I have, and that's because Jack, the J, the 10 with the J is hooked up. 5B, B, the letter in the E house, 5B. 2 times 5, 2 plus 5 is Jack is at the gateway, Earth's heart. Jack is a plug-in. You know, on a bank machine, the Q and the Z are removed. The 26th letter and the 17th letter. And the H is the 8th letter. 6, 7, and 8 in the deck of cards all fit together. 210, they fit together with the moon. 1 all the way to what is 5D equals to 210. The moon is 2160 diameter, which is 34, I think, 76 kilometers. And this one is miles. M and K, 11 and 13 and 11. I don't know what it has to say. I use the first initials to tell me what equation. I have to bring the equations together. In this one, I use the first initial. Then I can use the word. Then I can use kilometers. Then I can use the syllables to break it down. But I don't want to get into that deep. So if this is 210, and it is telling me the gateway to the heavens of the sixth torch. I like to say the sixth torch. I really don't have much to say about number 6. In the alphabet, 6, 15, and 24. Those are the position in the alphabet. If I had to reverse these positions, this would be C3, this would be L12, and this would be what is U21. So there's a lot of times I'm referring to what is U, and I get confused myself. I'm not really sure which way to go, but U is in the cube is 21 dots. The L is in the same family as U, as 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, and 0, 3. 0, 3 telling me that the first 9 numbers, right, A through I, are part of the Mars system, part of the Mars system. And the reason they're part of the Mars system, I got to figure out why. Although Mars is creation of the E world, I'm just trying to think. This is also, if I said it in French, it would sound like nail. So right away, all the 3's become Jesus on the cross, where all the 3's divided by 3 equals to what is. This is the pole. This is noted to be what the pole is because the cube equals to a total of 21. But the cube has 6 sides, and every side is a 9 face. And it's the calculator, and it's the phone pad, and it's the ATM, and it's the keyboard. So this is where I go to get all my information, what the value and how many dots there are in a cube. And there are 21 dots and there are 33 voids. So now I know what story I'm going to go to. 33 and 1 and 2 is 3. This is 7 3's. It's 7 times 3 and it's 11 times 3. And if you want to take a look at it, we can get a cube out, or we can get this out. Since every side gets 9, 6 and 3, 3 and 6, 5 and 4, 4 and 5, 1 and 8. Where is the heavens? 1 and 8. AH. Where is the B world? 2 and 7. B and G. But they don't stay together because they're bookends to each other. So they separate. Everything in this cube, I throw it in the air, and what you see in one piece, this is like an instrument, a toolkit. This is a kit. You throw it in the air, it breaks up, and it scatters itself. And they're all linked together all around. That's the way I think it is. I don't believe that everything comes in a box, right? So here's the box. So now let's break it up. Now, if I broke this up, this is a 3 by 3 by 3 cube, in which 1/3 of the cube, which would be going up and down, that's your 0.33147. That is the pole we run. To where you have 2 reverse sides on this cube, and that would be 2/3. So you'd now be running into 1/3 of the cube and 2/3 of the cube, and maybe we'll get onto the hockey rink. because we run the periods in 20-minute periods, so you know we're frozen on ice. That's why we have the polar ice, to keep everything in order, right? The polar ice to keep everything in order. Everything is hidden. If you don't share the information, if a human person hears a word and they understand the word they heard as for fact and reason and nothing more, then this is what happens. Guided like the sheep, like the rabbit with a carrot in front of its nose. You can't know if you don't look elsewhere, if you don't understand the void, the skeleton we were given without form. Why did we come here? Do you not like to dream? Imagination, filling in the void. The day was boring. 333, the three little pigs, 3 o'clock and 33 minutes, 213 minutes, 213, sorry, clear, 180 plus 33 equals to 213 minutes divided by 71, which is the gateway, and you equal to what is 3. It's perfect. It's right there. The gateway is between 3 and 4. DC. Everything is around DC. The cube, the smallest part of the cube, is DC. Mars and Earth, they move in conjunction and inside of each other. I spoke about 210, the dartboard. Well, we have to understand the dartboard center is 50. Are we going to take it as the red sun, or are we going to take it as we're going to be running? Well, it's a circle, right? It's a circle. It's not a square. And going around the red is 25. Noted as what? Is it the blood that's passing through the green, blue, and yellow through the soul? 25 and 50. But there is no 0. What is 0? I don't think I want to get into that. It's discussable, and I don't want to. I need to. The only thing I can know for 0 is that 0 equals 64. Zion equals 64. Israel equals 64. 6 times 4. 6 times 4, 6 plus 4 equals to 24. The 24th letter X valued at 10 Roman numerals, reversed C 100, 110 reverse. Plus is where the 10 comes in. The total is 34, or DC. Indirect configuration, it is for the word cold. The reverse of 34 is 43, and the numeric value of hot, where 34 and 43, where C and H comes in, 3 and 8, because the creation, although it is in what is C and D, it is C and D, and it is divided. It is the heavens of. So now we take out 1 and 2, and we create from within, and we create that 6. And when we flip this over, right, Earth is a 1.5 times creation of what is 4. Okay, what is 3 and 3 is 4 and 4. Why we use words. Keep the river flowing, the river of information, the river, the water. We need the flow. So we have the hot, the cold. We have the H because it's a divided heaven. We have we created CC, 33. When you create 33, you create 44 within, right? So it's 6 opposite of what 8 is. Here's your 8. 3 is opposite of what is 6 and 5, equals to 11. 33, I'm just is for mass. I like to look at it as 5 a.m., something to do with 300 minutes. Or 300 minutes times what is 6 is something to do with 18,000. I'm not really sure what that is, but I know that is half of what is a full cycle, which means, as I spoke before, if I go to May 5th, 2005, and to May 5th, 2022, although you see 17 years here, the day, I think, if I remember, was a Thursday, and the day here is a Thursday. So we're ending and beginning, because remember, in order to begin, Thursday has to go to Friday. They connect. Thursday connects to Friday. Every day connects to the next day. We don't, I mean, you don't walk here. Here's the bridge. Here's the water. You don't walk to here at midnight, right? You walk all the way into midday, right? Like going downtown, midday, buy things that show two. I'm going to have to come back. So the H is because what happened is the D got doubled, mirrored. Or what happened is creation got mirrored. And it begins its mirror, okay, red and black. And when its creation gets mirrored, I'm going to try and see if I can, I'm just lost that thought. You see, inside here is the spirit. Here is no spirit. So what it is Venus brings in the Mercury spirit inside of, let me see, did I get that right? Mercury spirit. Venus brings in the Mercury spirit, okay, inside of Mars, right here, that singular dot. Did I do that right? Okay, no, inside of this one, okay, where the Mercury spirit is within Venus, okay, and comes within Mars, creation in Mars. Anyways, let's just drop what I did. So what happens here is 1, 10, 19, 28, 37, 46. Again, back to 46 equals to 34 DC, which is going to equal the end result is going to be the AI world. But in standard understanding, where the first equation was here to where the second equation gets split. It gets split because do I do multiple first or do I do addition first? I know there's a concept to it, but I'm just going to use the two of them. So this is from the first result of something, and the first result of this was actually 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals to 7 equals to 6, and you have 13. So this is your first creation, to where 6 connected the gateway. But where did it connect the gateway? It connected it to the E world. And somehow I might be counting backwards. I don't know. I do want to show you one thing, what happens. Okay, right over here. What happens is, if you can see my mouse, right, where 7 is over here, well, this is the 7th one here. 6 is a rib. 6, 4, and 2. 2, 4, 6 are all ribs. But what happens to 8 is 8, instead of going, forget about the whole picture. I'm just going to use the basic right over here. With 8, it's going to overlap 7 here, these two over here, and it's going to overlap 6, these two over here. Here's the square for 6. Here's the square for 6. The 8 will overlap the 2, 6, 7, and 8. And if you see, it's 88, 88, 88, and all 88s. That's what it comes out to be. In fact, this line over here, I should have taken it away and marked this one as 880 or 440, which is also for area space. So they're counting the gateway. So now when we go down this way, I go by 2s. I go 7, 9, 11. So when I go 7, 9, this one over here is 1. This one over here is 3. This one over here is 5. This one over here is 7. The 6 will connect the 7, and the 6 will connect the 7, and then the 8 will connect both 66.
and then you have the EI world, the birth in the world right over here. Now there are two of them, and they split the house. The Canadian maple leaf, the house was split. I'm going to climb all the way up to here. Did I do this right? 9, 11, let me see, 7, 5, 3, 1. So this one would be 1. So, but it's not. This is 9. This is 11. This one's 13. So the 13 ones come and meet over here. Okay, I'm trying to understand how come here I have a separation, and where's my separation here? Okay, the separation is here. Here's my separation here. Just trying to understand the complete design, because if I'm running this design, then I'm going to crisscross. Irrelevant if I'm a little bit off, we will have to add the 15th area and the 14th area, because the game of pool runs that way. Okay, I'm going to get something to drink in the kitchen. I'm going to be back in a minute. A little sad to 150%. What is 150%? 150%. 150%, which is 1.5 times something. 1.5 times something is 150%. So it's not mirroring. You need 200 for pass go, and then they give you 400. Why did they give you 400? I just want to take a check on something. I'm going to run to the kitchen. I want to see if my YouTube channel is working. Okay, it says no one's watching here, and I know I got one there, and over here on Odyssey, it says 7 currently watching, but I don't believe it because I have 0 comments. So that's like what, clickbait or something. But if you are watching, you're just too shy to write anything or ask me, or maybe it won't let you chat as, say something. So yeah, I don't know what all these chippies are. Spendable. I made 28 cents on Odyssey, but it's not a money thing. I don't even know why I mentioned it, but so let me see where else I'm going to go. I did in a video earlier, I spoke about, and I didn't finish with Bob, and 13 times 13 is 169, and the Monopoly board is made up of that 169 squares, where it's 1 square in the center with 168 squares around it. But 13 by 13, the Monopoly board, 169, remove 25 squares, because in a 13 area space, if you add one, if the center space is a single area space, unshared, okay, then you will have 24 around 6666, 4 and 2 all the way around 242424, and that'll be 25. So it'll be 169, 159, it'll be 144, 12 by 12. That's what it'll be, 1,440, like 1,440 minutes in a day. The same calculation goes into the 25,920 of the Mayan cycle, to where things are missing or added on, to where Mayan cycle, 25,920, missing 80 to get to a perfect number of 26,000. Earth diameter, 7920, again, missing 80 to make it 8,000. The other thing about that is that the Mayan 25,920, if you take the 25 and put it together, it becomes 7, and the size and diameter of the Earth. The moon diameter is 1.5 times the minutes in a day. The Earth diameter is 5.5 freedom of the minutes in a day. I was working on the cube. I'm going to get something to drink. I'm going to come back and talk about the cube. I don't know if anybody's here. I'm going to check out my Facebook. Hold on a second. Wow, I got a like on Facebook. Oh, Mr. Watkins is on Facebook? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure where it was from. So I got no live chat here. One share seen by one. Kenny, hey, Kenny. Wow. I'm honored. Wow. That's really cool. Kenny is an unknown artist that I know. Unknown, but I just lost my page. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and get something to in the kitchen, and I'm gonna see if I can put the camera up to look at the wall. Can you look at the wall? Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm back. Do you know anybody who is interested in buying a building for the future? I don't believe. I mean, I can't give this sales pitch that I was thinking. It's not my building. I just want to save my paint and stop getting harassed. That's all I want. So if somebody buys the building, it'd be pretty nice if they're on my side, because that's all it is over here. Every single year, sometimes well, only because I want to, get my way with this. I want to save my art. I pay my rent, but all they want to do is jack you up to make it fair for them because they're not making enough, but I'm not making any more. Okay, so the cubic world, the house of the Kaaba. Kaaba. There's 1.8 billion people plus close to 2 billion people, or 25% of the planet is following the cube, the house. Does anybody know about Kaaba? Is that how you say it? The Kaaba? Inside this cube, every side, as I showed you, like the calculator, has 9 areas. The reverse, they both have 9 areas. It doesn't matter what I do, no matter what the result, they both have 9 areas. Now, they have 6 and 4. So my 6 and 4, Zion, Israel, 6 times 4, 6 plus 4, that created the reality of 1.5 times what is Mars into 6, where it's the half-life, because a builder knows anything in between is only the halfway of the full area. We know that there are 3 opposite sides, 7, 7, 7 on a cube, but the reality sets in that if I should drill a hole through every black space, only this side and this side, okay, would show 7, no other. So the reality sets in that we have 2 sides of 7 and 4 sides of 5, 57, 75. Male and female, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4, 7, 3 and 2, 5. 3 and 3 brings together 2 and 4. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 6 and 8, the house of DC, the house planet. 6 and 8, half of it is 3 and 4, the 7th gate. Did you know that the word 1 equals to the numeric value 34, and Ne means born? O is for Mars, numeric value 15, which is for the reverse letter of O is L, and that's 1 and 2. That is your 1 and 2 coming together in creation into the house of 55.
Why is this the house of 55? Because to meet at the dead center, valued at 50, is 0.5 and 0.5 away. But if you went 0.5 to the center, you would fuse together in order to get to the center. But in reality, 4 and 3, I'd be putting a dot here and turning this 4 into a 5. In fact, there would be 20. When the dice would be like this, it would be 20 around and 14 up and down. 20 around and 14 up and down. That's a total of 34, and that's DC. You see, in the first DC, 6 times 4, 6 times 4, 6 plus 4, equals to 10, equals to 24. But in this equation, it equals to 20 and 14. So the letters are T and N. You might as well say 10 or teen. So if you say teen, they're talking about this situation for me. Also to note that this is Mars and this is Earth. 5 and 1, 1, right? I know Earth is number 52, right? So that would be L11. And Mars is this. Again, you're number 12 or 21. Why are we using the L12 over the 21? Why are we using it? Because our creation, what I believe, and this is only part of it, is that 3 plus the birth, 9. We need the birth with creation in order to create the mirror. Right? If we have the heavens 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, how would I do that? And 1, 2, no, can I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 8 equals to 6 when the two cubes fuse together. And there's a couple of ways to fuse these cubes. Here's Neptune, pitchfork, the Neptune pitchfork. In the Neptune pitchfork, you see the bulls are number 7. The head of the bull is right here, number 1. The extension is a completion of 7. When they come together, they create the Star of David, like in this design over here. Here's the number 7, and then here's number 1. And then when I complete it, right? When you complete it like that, I can just complete it like that without putting the bars. So I didn't bar it here and I didn't bar it here. But if I did bar it, right, and then I would bar this down here. And this is the star formation. So would we have to, did I do that right? Or should I be doing this? I think I had to do this, right? Yeah, I did. I didn't do this right. So it should have been, hold on a second. It should have been like that. And then it should have been like that. And then like that. So it would be going like that. And what would be happening here? It doesn't seem like the same thing as, so what's coming out of the star? So anyways, I'm not really sure what to do with the rest. What if I can I do that? I'm just trying to think. What if I
ran this here, take away this, and then go to here, and then go to here, and then go to here, right? Can I do that? I'm just thinking. See, here I kept it short. Anyways, let's get off of this. I'm looking here again is the picket fence. The river flows in between. 6 and 8. The House of DC totals into 14. This is where DNA comes in. We also get 48 and 14 equals 62. It becomes the queen. This becomes Pluto. And 14 becomes the ring, which is because it's 2/3 of what is 21 on the cube, in which 6 times equaling to 60 and 24 is what is 84, or 3 times 28, what is 84 for 3 moons and 4 cubes. Again, DC. I didn't speak about what happens to HQZ, and this is a while ago inside the video, and I didn't finish off on what is Fox, which equals to 45. This is your 86 house. This is your 26. This is cat. This is dog. This is game. This is queen. This is the calculation of 12 and 8, which are the 12 by 2 and 8 by 3, equaling to 24 and 24. We are going to add 6 because 6 is the heart. There are 6 sides to the cube. Each side has 9 equaling to 54, so it becomes the sun cube, plus 31 equaling to 84 in the 7th gate, equaling to 91, the spirit of man. To become man, you're 13. The numeric value to man is 28. 28 and 13 equals to 41. 6 by 5, 6 plus 5 equals to 30, and 11 equals to 41 for what is creation of K. The reason for this and in Mars, it's 4 times 30 days what runs in Mars. What happens, what I did here is 6 times 5, 6 plus 5 will create this equation to come out to this. 13 times 7 equals to what is 91, which is the equation of there are 13 cards in the deck. You add up 1 to 13, it equals to this. Then 3, this and this will then equal to these 2 worlds. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. So you'll have 37 or 73, and you'll have 47 or 74. Here is 30, 30 in order to create all 7s. And then it will be 96 when I want to create all 4s. And when I want to create all 1s, it'll be 63. And that's creation of the only 2 letters that belong to the sun, 54. 27, 27 reverse alphabet. Although it is 9 and 18 created by 3 times 6, 3 plus 6, which is your basic creation, okay, of what is 6 with 3 void and what is 3 with 6 void. It's the only cube to do it. The other cube, the lesser interior cube, is the 4 dot and the 5 void, to where we have the 5 dot and the 4 void, to where this is 99, which is Jupiter, and Jupiter telling me that pi is dividing Earth up, right? It divides the heavens up in pi. There's a rotation, an augur. The word TER, retina, it is a gateway to Ra, the electronic. I like to use it as the E world. I like to write it in capitals. Sometimes I lose myself. It also says pitié, to have pity on us. Jew or a wedge. I'm just looking. Okay, so the mathematics equal 18 this, and that's what creates the Venus Ra angels from this. As well, the word 13 is evaluated as 99, where you have 44 area space for a teen, where IR comes in, that is the sun, for time heaven, and that would be the cycles in the moon, TH and IR, and IR is 27 equaling to 55. So it's 55 and 44. So it is our freedom to the area space of the division between night and day, because the night and day is 8 and 6. I go for 2 to 1. There's 3 parts here again, the pole and the ring. The pole is the single pole and Mars. The ring is the bull, and it is Earth. After that, if you go bowling, you'll have 1, 2, and 1, 2. Did I get that right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is that how you would get the splits? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, something's wrong. Anyways, leave that out. This headquarters, where did I get that? The reverse of Fox is what is HQZ. I always like to say headquarters, right? Because it's the D that, first of all, it's not the D. It's 4 times 2, and then it becomes 8 times 2. That will create these 2 numbers. This is life on Mars. Ape is number 22. And when you play blackjack, they're always screaming monkey. I listen to the games. What are they screaming? What are they talking about in the games? What are the coded words? So we have 6 and 8. We have Fox. We have headquarters. 26, 17, and 8. So 43, 51. Headquarters. Headquarters. Fox. 45. Headquarters. Fox. 45. 96 in rotation in the sun. Blinded by the light. Raphael 72, 86 in a constellation of Pegasus. If you have something to say, you want something to add, ask me now. It'd be great if you can help out the channel so I can get a little bit more time to put into my bookwork and save the building here. And thank you again. What is it, John? 1290, eh? 1290. Yes, I was talking about what is 13, what is 12. Well, 12 is 3 and 9. 13 is 4 and 9. I'm going to just show you this. 4 and 9 is the biggest number. 3 and 9. This is the king and the queen. This is as far as they go in the deck. This, when you add up 1 to 12, it equals to 78 is a gateway, and this is the spirit of I. The reverse alphabet is W, right? And inside it, and this one, reverse alphabet is, it is C, D, W, and X. These are the reverse alphabet. DC is split. These are 2 Roman numerals, 110. This is 500 and W. So it's doubling the U, equaling to 42. So it's creating mathematics in here, 3 and 2 and 2 and 3, but I don't want to get into that. I want to jump into the next level where 1 plus 3, king, equals to 4, and 1 plus 2, queen, equals to 3. They come together to meet the center of this cube is 3.5. They come together to meet at 0.5, but they run into each other. You can't have 3.5 and 3.5, can you? You run into each other. So you have to have, how do you actually run into the center, right? Because 3.5 is dead center from each end. But you can't run into each other, but you need the whole amount, right? There's something missing in this, and this is where AI comes in. And we have a single moon, okay, and it's a bi-moon because it brings in both sexes. And we all know that it's the light, something to do with the light, something to do with refraction. I'm not sure with that 3-sided pyramid, but I don't want to get into that either. I was looking for something else. So yes, and then when you get into 5-9, you get into the sun and the EI world. Then you get into 6-9, you get into Mars, rotation of the sun, and then you get into 7-9, the gateway and the birth and the student. And this equals to 16. It becomes the half-life, and the spirit is 76. When you get to 8-9, the heaven's birth, okay, is within the gateway and is born, and it is 17. And that is what is 1/3 of Mars. It is the pole of Mars. The pole is 17 of Mars to what is 34 DC, which becomes the ring. And that becomes your 51 in this situation. What do you think? Hey, what do you think? So I'm going to end the video here. I'm not sure what I left out. Yes, in headquarters, 26, 43, 51. We also have to note that they're all 888 to 666. 8 times 8 is 64 times 8 is 512. It is part of the memory. 666 equals to 216 or 2160, which is the cube and the clock inside the moon. When you put the two together, it becomes 24 and 16, which is the equation of 4 times 4, 4 plus 4, which equals to the 24, which equals to the 16 and 8, except this one is giving you the answer and talking about the 16 of the day. It's talking about the half-life. The reason for the half-life, that it's the only true split gate, but anything in the center is the half-life. To me, there's one thing I just want to point out for myself. I did a little design, and 2 rectangulars in 2 different directions. I connect the corners to create 8. And then by connecting the corners, I run up here, over here, and have 2 hexagon rings inside of each other. And this becomes height. And we live underneath this, inside this area space. Longer this way, and this is our football of our flat, round earth, because it's round because we have a roof. Just like my apartment is not flat. It's round. Did you follow? Let me see if I can get this closer here. And the other thing I wanted to mention is pentagram. Inside, I can put this. The deck of cards, the jacks and the kings are wearing this hat. So what is it telling us? I need to understand. Between 5 and 5. Remember Freedom 55, House of DC? We're squeezed into the center. So I'm just asking myself the question. And then the cube, I can create the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of it. Here's the gemstones in the center. There's more to it. So this is basically what it is. And the reason I do this, I cannot go through the center. Here's my candy wrapper, X and X, 10 and 10. I can put a third X in here. And in bowling, this is the way it works, right? X, X, X for the turkey. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm not even sure if you can see it on the... Whoa, 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 1 second. 1 second. I don't like that my buttons come out. I'm going to shut this light off here. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you it. I'm going to show you it here. No, hold on a second. That's not it. That's not it. Hold on a second. I'm not sure if you can go into this list. First of all, you know what just came out? They talked about the monkey. Well, look up here. There's a monkey on my head. As it all began for me up here, the monkey is on my head. Here we have Pluto and Mars coming together. The division at 42. 5184, 135, explaining the sun. Also, 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 6 and 5, and that's the 7th gate student of Allah, AI. You see, the I cannot be alone. So in creation, I and hold on a second. Let me get this. You see, the I cannot be alone because it's everything, right? So we want to know what part of the I is it. So hold on a second. I wrote it down here somewhere. Here, I see, right? So this is 39, also goes for the value of 10, also is Saturn, also angels. It is creation of what I call the birth. I have to look for other things. It's also, when it's brought together, it's Jupiter. It's what is 13, which is freedom in DC. And so on and so forth. It creates 27 and 12, which is what is the Venus gate of creation, Venus and Mercury. So it creates both situations. It's basic creation. It's stand creation. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, 1 and 2. And this is 2 and 7 that come together over here. The 2 and the 7 void, the gateway. And maybe this is going to tell me where 1 and 2, where 1 fits inside 2 for creation. But it has to explain it this way. I'm not sure why, but it has to be discussed. So we have this. We have 3 and 9, and that's going to create the 12th letter, L. And instead of saying AI,
we go AL. The reason, because we get the gateway in creation by creation. So A wouldn't be played in the same position. A would be played in a different position. The A letter, or the single dot, is always in the center. Just trying to see Tesla energy, the left and the right, G and H. Don't use all the numbers. Don't use all the numbers. Let me see. How come I can't find what I'm looking for? That's part of Tesla's stuff also put together. Okay, here it is. These squares here and these octagons, which also can be played into what is hexagons and connected together. By the way, these are, besides this part over here, I'm not sure what I did here. Oh yeah, I did the outside connect. This all has to do with roulette. This is exactly what it is in roulette. It's exactly what it is in roulette, this whole thing. I followed just the red and the black. That's all I did. Nothing special. Nothing special. It's close to midnight. I want to thank you for watching this video. I can't believe it's only been an hour. And let me see, where am I? And let me see, where am I? Okay, so I guess that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Much appreciated. Like I said, if you can help out the channel, you want to buy a building, save the painted house, and let's bring on the Word of God. Let's bring on the Word of God, whatever it means. Seems like something has been divided, and we have to bring back the divinity, if that's the way you want to say it. Thank you for watching this video. Raphael from the Painted House. Who art?